Hey, I hope you're doing okay. Before we start, just take a second. Breathe. Relax your shoulders a little. You don't have to force anything right now. Just be here and see what message comes through for you. I'm just going to shuffle and tune into your energy. There's already something coming through. It feels like you've been carrying a lot mentally. Not necessarily chaos around you right now, but inside your mind, there's been a lot going on. Thinking, questioning, trying to understand things. But at the same time, I also feel like something in your life is starting to settle. Let's see. Four of Wands. This is a really beautiful energy to start with. The Four of Wands talks about stability, a sense of belonging, a moment where things finally feel a little more grounded. It's like reaching a small milestone, not the final destination, but a point where you can pause and say, okay, I made it through that. For some of you, this could be connected to a relationship that feels more secure now. Maybe things are becoming more consistent, more peaceful. For others, this is your personal life, your environment, your mindset, even your emotional state starting to feel safer. There's also a sense of home in this card, not just a physical home, but a feeling comfortable, feeling accepted, feeling like you can finally breathe. But I have to be honest with you. Even though this energy is here, it feels like you're not fully trusting it. It's like you're standing in something good, but part of your mind is still scanning for what could go wrong. And that usually happens when you've experienced instability before, when things haven't lasted, or when peace didn't feel safe. So now that it's here, your system doesn't fully relax. But this card is gently reminding you this moment is real. You're allowed to enjoy it without immediately preparing for the worst. Let's go a little deeper. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is where your mind comes in. The Page of Swords is very curious energy. It's observant, alert, always trying to understand what's happening. This is someone who watches closely, thinks deeply, asks questions, sometimes even reads too much into things. And I feel like this is exactly where you are. You're trying to figure everything out. Maybe you're analyzing someone's behavior, or replaying conversations in your head, or wondering what something really means. There's this need to be mentally prepared, like if you understand everything, you'll be safe. But the shadow side of this card is overthinking. It's when curiosity turns into anxiety. It's when your mind starts creating scenarios that aren't actually happening but feel real because you've thought about them so much. Some of you might even be holding back from fully opening up because you're still observing, still unsure, still gathering information. And again, this comes from a place of protection. But not everything requires that level of analysis. Not everything is a hidden problem. Sometimes things are just what they are. If something feels unclear, you can always communicate. You can ask. You can express yourself. But staying in your head and trying to figure everything out alone, that's what creates confusion. Now let's see where all of this is leading. Ten of Pentacles. This is a very strong card. The Ten of Pentacles is about long-term stability, security, and something that is built to last. It's not quick, it's not temporary, it's something that grows over time into something meaningful and solid. This can represent a stable relationship, financial security, a strong foundation in life, even a sense of legacy, something that continues and supports you in the long run. So when this shows up as the outcome, it's telling you that whatever you're dealing with right now has real potential. This is not something fragile. This is something that can actually become a big part of your life, something dependable. And now when you look at all three cards together, you're already stepping into stability with the Four of Wands. Your mind is trying to process and protect with the Page of Swords, and the outcome is long-term security with the Ten of Pentacles. So the only thing that feels a little out of alignment here is the overthinking. Not because your thoughts are wrong, but because they might be louder than the reality in front of you. You don't need to rush this. You don't need to figure out every detail right now. You don't need to predict how everything will turn out. This is something that builds slowly, naturally, over time. And I feel like the more you allow yourself to stay present, the more you'll actually see that this is safe. This isn't the same situation you've been through before. It just feels unfamiliar because it's more stable. So just take it one step at a time. Let things unfold, and try not to let your mind take you away from something that could actually be really good for you. You're allowed to experience something that lasts.